that with some good early movements to solve the problem in that individual game. So they've shown that they are capable of playing against high pace, and if their own lanes go in a stable manner, it should be an exciting game.
Yeah, and I think Nouns, despite losing their last series, I feel like feels like they're on the up and up, right? They have a lot of momentum. I think a lot of people were counting them out, and then BB Team on the other side, they're struggling with the same issue.
The problem, I would say, for them is the main thing for the better part of a year. But the good news for them is, in the last series, the one against Talon that they played earlier, they lost Game 2 after being really far ahead, and then they stomped them in Game 3. Yeah. So in that series, they showed that resilience, the ability to reset completely.
You would think over time...
Might need to get some papers written on this.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of damage being applied to BB Team here in this bot lane. Better be careful with that Monkey King. That is a hero that can absolutely take up.
Oh, big damage save.
Boundless strike onto save. He's going to pop the Fairy Fire, so we'll survive.
So what we didn't talk about, they showed prior to the game during the draft, they showed arguably in most cases the most lane-focused creep you can have. So obviously the reason why you take it, save.
Yep.
Good blinding light, but
eventually
it
does happen. Yeah.
So what's the blind chance again on level? It's 40% on all levels. So okay.
And the fact that he's pretty interesting. I mean, that just goes to show how amazing Tree Dance is with this facet. It is, we already talked about it the other day, but unbelievably good, as we're going to see a concoction onto Gunnar with the acid spray and the blood grenade on top. He is taking a lot of damage, and that should finish him off. So
he's a goner.
Of tying the game 1-1. Very good joke, Cinderin.
Flat it as well, that you're never going to be in a position to play this lane aggressively until Razor rotates, and that will be a while, so play for yourself. This is the selfish centaur build, basically.
Now he's got Jingu. Miero has to be careful. Save is there with the blinding light just in time.
It looked like he was about to go for one more swing as he got blinded away, but just barely outranged there, but he's going to try again.
Yeah, he's trying.
Hungry.
Miero tries to cut down the trees. That was a good attempt. Blood grenade going to slow him down a bit. 3 stacks of Jingu on Miero.
Jeez, he is in
There's
there.
The Boundless to activate it. Not enough to get the kill, but still. You believe.
Yeah?
Is that an argument?
You could make a case for a hero like Storm, you know, if you have vision, you can always just jump him.
Copy.
He's
going to get punished really hard by BB Team. And Miero
with a celebratory tornado. He was trying to KS it, but Saika hit too hard, so unfortunately.
The gate, but he's going to run into Fly, or is it the other way around? Yuma on the trees as well, the EMP already being shown, as Fly will likely just be sacrificed. He actually dies to a neutral creep, and instead all the damage being applied to Mr. Nightfall. He's getting all this regen, but it's not enough. He will drop. Unfortunately for Nouns, though, I think they're going to lose both cores in Yuma and Gunnar in the process. So they lose 3 heroes, although again, 1 denied by neutrals.
Yeah, the panel didn't talk about this, but a really big up. Which is going to be necessary. This is a textbook Nouns play.
Lelis.
Well, he dodged every spell and then he walked back into them. Oh well.
Yeah, well, he wasn't expecting Banana Boat Team to come back into the triangle area, so they stuck around.
Yep. It's the Chemical Rage. I don't know if they're going to use that for anything. Oh, Miro.
Oh, copy's going to be found. Primal split, the Hand of God to keep him a little bit safer. He's going to try to fight this through. The Stampede is going to follow through, though. And now the cover of Fly is there, and they're going to turn everything onto Miero instead, so a nice turnaround for Nouns. You can see Yuma looking for additional kills here. It's GPK. And now the stacking. I mean, this should be very obvious that this is going to happen at some point in the game.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Nouns do anything about it. The problem is they need several heroes to deal with that. And meanwhile, Gunnar is going to be ganked. By
trouble. No Stampede.
Yeah, Concoction is coming for him as well. This is going to be a very easy cleanup for the battle bots.
There is that kid. There we go. All right, GPK don't miss twice.
Well, meanwhile, Yuma, he does actually disrupt this Ancient stack a bit. Uses his Wukong's command. Not going to lead to an initial kill. Not sure how many creeps they ended up stealing there.
He's fast.
Yep.
He's got that Vendetta facet.
Can go through. Yep.
He's got that Vendetta facet.
Can go through terrain.
Save.
Just going for the kill.
Oh, faking out twice.
Mind Flare wasn't enough, but hey, if you can get your Monkey King a kill at this stage, and maybe the 14-minute Wisdom as well. It looks like it'll be a trade, though.
Yeah.
They're scanning it out just better.
I think getting Dagger on both heroes actually makes a ton of sense this game. You could argue that you could bypass one of them because you have a Quaswex Invoker, but the nature of these fights is going to be extremely explosive, so if you're the one who can...
Ouch!
Well, that'll do.
It'll happen from time to time. Of course, you're forcing so many sentries to be built. That's what you tell your team in the pubs as Nyx Assassin.
This is the second death in 16 minutes.
Nah,
Nyx can choose not to buy boots, which is what's happening here, right?
Yeah.
So Lelis is going 2 nulls into straight Dagon.
Looks like Nouns want to try to contest this. They're going to Boundless Strike onto the Beastmaster. The Impale to follow. He's dead. Down goes Miero as Save is being chased by Copy, showing that newly minted BKB. Nightfall does get off the concoction, though, as Lelis should be able to finish this himself just with a casual right-click from the Vendetta. Nice job from Nouns, capitalizing on the attempted Roche take, it looked like, from Beyond Burger Team.
Yeah, and they're going to steal it, too.
Not enough for a kill as Lelis.
Want to dive, though. They see Lelis.
He is spotted. That's a very tanky Invoker right now, and Lelis slowed to a crawl thanks to the Solar Bind. Yuma's coming up with the Gleipnir, has his Wukong's command. A beautiful Boundless Strike onto 2 as well. They get 1. It looks like they'll get the second support as well, although the force staff to the other side, the Ice Wall, slowing them as well as Miero actually in no man's land, focusing everything on this Monkey King. Now GPK and Nightfall are there to assist. The Aegis is down. Concoction hits 2. See, axes will continue to be thrown out. Yuma with the shard already, it seems. We'll go to the end of the Boundless Strike to disengage completely. So in the end, it's an
inventory right now. 2
on a sentry. Tornadoed up. And they dust just for good measure. Lelis heals up a bit with the Dagon, but it's not happening. BB team all over that.
Also fortunate enough on him to find Whisper of the Dread, which is easily the best neutral item you can possibly get on Nyx. Getting the extra mana pool, but of course the 8% spell damage amp is incredible on this hero. See if it makes a difference at some point. But yeah, BB team, they stabilize once again. And as with most Alchemist games, this is polarizing. It's like either you win by minute 40 or you lose most of the time. Now that Alk scales better, I still think his core matchups in this game are really rough. Razor is tough, Monkey King is a very rough one later on, and as you mentioned, Spike Carapace is actually a really big problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the, like, back in the day before, I got to hold that thought. Tormentor will be taken out. I don't think Nouns are going to want to stick around here. Fly will get the shard, although Saika, Mr. Nightfall, will jump in and they get 2 kills. BB team ready for that, as Copy's going to have to BKB and run away. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, true. Ember was also a good one. So with the Flame Guard.
And Puck. And Storm.
Several heroes. Quite good. Fly remembers this time.
He was actually good against OD as well. And sometimes you picked it against Lina too.
Okay. Keep going. Don't stop now.
But yeah.
Okay, gets the tornado off onto Copy. Cold snap into the ice wall. Man, he just cannot go anywhere.
All right, the pace is really picking up now. This is when Nouns need to keep their calm and find some sort of move as a team. Otherwise, here we had like 10
they
different
spot
heroes.
Lelis again.
Yeah.
He gets off the Spike Carapace, but it's only a matter of time before he's brought down. And we hear a roar go off, and that's a dead Centaur.
Oh yeah, we've had Brewmaster by Radiance.
Wow.
Yep. Well,
basketball team is going to try to go high ground now. Not a tree, so...
Not anymore. He was a moment ago.
Okay.
You need to pay attention when I'm saying things.
Concoction, Nightfall. He's going to try to run into the smoke. Might be stunning himself. Mantas it off, actually. Good timing. GPK stuck on the high ground. He's going to get Gleipnir'd. There's the Wukong's command, but he gets force-staffed out of it.
On the command, it's instantly...
And the Wukong's, yeah, he didn't take the other facets, so it's done.
Oh, boy.
And so is Fly. Just
good.
like that, it's a 5 versus 4. They're going to try to force this fight in the pit. A double impale into the double hoof stop with Lelis doing a ton of damage as well. Miero getting really low. Boundless Strike into a double kill. BB team, they're going to use a buyback onto Mr. Nightfall. Yuma, oh boy. He's put inside the pit, and it looks like this will be the death of him. So BB team having to expend a buyback, but they still end up winning the fight in a way, and they'll secure second Roche.
Yeah, but outcome for Nouns with how that started. I thought they were just going to get wiped. They threw Wukong's command out for nothing. Chen died first, so they're missing some of the auras in the fight as well. And then they still managed to get a really nice chaining of stuns.
Gunnar, don't die. We need to see the workhorse before the game is over. I beg of you.
He is
gonna pop the pipe.
Not
Slow
looking
to
too
a
hot,
crawl. He's dead. What's that?
He's not looking too hot.
Yeah, it's not good.
Or maybe he is looking too
Oh boy, Beach Boys team is really on a roll in this game number 1, but they're gonna run into Toronto Tokyo instead, and he's pretty damn hard to kill, not gonna lie. Spike Carrier has already used. There's a Wukong's command. Nightfall just casually walks out of it. Lelis and Gunnar super low as the roar goes off onto the Razor, and this is just getting out of control in favor of BB Team. Yuma, the BKB TP, will be successful, but the rest of his team are dropping like flies.
So we'll fly.
No pun intended on that one for once.
And speaking of bugs, let's kill the last one. Oh, I guess flies, you know.
Yeah, Lelis is dead to the hands of the Bumblebee team, and another buyback comes out, this time from Lelis, but I think the game just ends here, surely. For those mega.
They can't wait 15 seconds.
But the Aghanim Scepter, Cinderin, we
Yep.
need to see the workhorse.
We really don't.
The cart would change everything. They get the
right.
range racks. There's the initiation from Gunnar into the Gleipnir, but now Gunnar, it's just, he just melts, man. He just absolutely melts. Already with the beefy Centaur dead, this will be mega creeps for BB Team. They can just casually do whatever they want now. And, oh, they actually, I think they broke the tree there, so Yuma stunned for an eternity, as GG's called. BB Team all over this game number 1.
Yeah. They continue their streak against nouns. As was talked about on the panel, these teams did meet in the first group stage, which was honestly the most one-sided game of the entire tournament.